Hey YouTube, Brian, LCS. Thanks for stopping by the channel and this video, the 10 comic book YouTube channels you should be watching in 2025. So one of my goals for 2025 is to focus in on channels and spend my free time with those channels that are truly entertaining, funny, where I learn something about the comic book hobby. And so I have a list of 10 channels that I think hit those marks for various reasons. So I'm going to run them down in no particular order. I'm going to have links down below as well. So definitely please go check these channels out. But let's get on to the list. So our first channel on the list is Ralph's Retro Comics. Now, Ralph has been collecting for over 40 years, and this is one of those channels that falls into the informational bucket for me. Just a great knowledge of comic book collecting that comes across in his videos. Videos are well presented, well researched, and so it's definitely a channel that I would suggest you take a look at. Ralph recently hit 1,000 subscribers. He's actually almost at 1,800 subscribers. Fairly new channel. He's only been on YouTube for about, I think, 11 months. But again, just a wealth of knowledge watching his videos. A big time collection, shows off some great books that span all different ages of comic books. So definitely worth checking out. Ralph is my first on the list. Up next, we have Dope Comics. Now, this channel is hotter than fish grease. Dope is one of those channels that falls into entertaining for me, but just also a wealth of knowledge of comic book collecting. He's a big time pre-code horror fan, but he sprinkles in a lot of other stuff. He does collect superhero books. He's Superman, Hulk, among others, but just a fun, entertaining channel. Dopetopia, you got to take a trip down to Dopetopia because you never know what Dope is going to present to you. Could be tacos, could be pre-code horror, could be action figures. He does a little bit of everything over on his channel, and you definitely need to check it out. Does some live streams as well. But just one of those channels that is super entertaining, high energy, and again, not surprisingly, a wealth of knowledge about comic books, reads a ton of books, and so you definitely want to go check out the Dope Show, Dope Comics. You will not be disappointed. The next channel on the list is Hall Yeah Comics. Again, now this is one of those newer channels to me and newer channels to YouTube, but just a fun channel. Nate has a passion for his collecting and comic books, presents videos really well, puts together, editing as a presentation, and just has a big time collection as well. And so, and what comes across to me about Nate's channel is that he is, like I said, passionate about the hobby and really into it and glad to be on YouTube and connecting with other collectors. So definitely go stop by Hall Yeah Comics and check out his channel. Up next, we have Still Only 35 Cents. This is Dave. He is from Australia. And he has an amazing channel as well. Fairly new to YouTube, just about a year, I believe. Got to meet Dave at Heroes Con in 2024. And just a big time collector and passion for the hobby as well. Great video presentation, great editing, and just incredible collection of books, and collects a lot of different things. And so what I find interesting about his channel is I typically learn a little something and see some books that I don't often see or that I collect. And so you definitely want to check out Still Only 35 Cent, and travels to plenty of cons, so does the kind of haul and con video type stuff. as well. And so always fun to see where he's traveling and what he's picking up. So definitely go check out. Still only 35 cents. My next channel on the list is Dr. Von Hoots Comics from the Spiral Dimension, another international channel, but this channel is a great family channel. Dr. Von Hoot includes his wife, Mrs. Von Hoot, and their daughter, the Magic Badger, in their content and haul videos. And just it's a great presentation as well. You can tell the family is having fun, collecting books and making these videos. And Dr. Von Hoot has participated in the CBC Awards. He is a winner of unboxing for the last 2 years, and just a fun channel. And I mean, when you look at him and his preparation that he needs to do to get into the Von Hoot personality for making videos, it's just, it's fun to watch. And again, another collector who is very passionate about the hobby and being on YouTube and connecting with like-minded people. So definitely go check out Dr. Von Hoots Comics from the Spiral Dimension. You won't be disappointed, and you may even get some bad dad jokes in there as well. So definitely worth checking out. Up next, we have Comic Culture. Nick hosts the channel here, and this is one of those channels for me that falls into the informational category. Nick is always doing videos and reviews of comic books, and I just find his channel very informative because he's showing off the best books of the week, the best reads. He reads a ton of books and is very knowledgeable. And so if I'm looking for an opinion and a review on a certain book, certain writer, certain characters, Comic Culture is one of those channels that is a go-to channel for me. And so you definitely want to check out his channel. And he is on a number of live streams with pop culture philosophers and just talking comics, talking stories, characters, writers, artists. So definitely worth a bit of your time to learn a little bit more about some of these great creators that we have out there today. Next, we have the nerds, the three good nerds. And this is one of those channels that for me, because it's a family involved channel, similar to Dr. Von Hoot, you can see the love that the family has for collecting and the hobby. And now Justin is not a comic book channel per se. It does a little bit of everything on this channel. Cards, coins, stamps, comic books, action figures. And so you never know what you're going to get on the Three Good Nerds channel. But just a fun channel to watch. Big Don Mattingly fan. He's working on collecting a ton of Mattingly cards, trying to get all of them, basically. But he's also on the hunt for a Jordan rookie card. And so he's sharing tips on how he's saving money and generating, money through different means to be able to reach that goal. And so I think anybody can relate to that. There are certain things that maybe are outside of our price range. And so we're looking for ways that we can achieve that goal and get that Grail comic book or that card or whatever it may be. But the thing, like I said, that gets me here is the family involvement. It's always fun to see that the rest of the family is enjoying the hobby as well. And Justin just comes across as a super nice guy and is super supportive of the community as a whole, the collecting community as a whole. And so I would definitely recommend you go giving Justin a little bit of your time. Well worth the watch for sure. Next up, we have Legion of Comics. Mark runs an amazing channel. He is a big-time DC fan, and I'm not going to hold that against him. But what I love about Mark's channel is his engagement with the hobby and with his audience. He has a live stream hangout, which is actually, as I'm recording this, he's currently live. We'll peek in on this. It's kind of an open panel that he does every Friday morning that we're talking, comics, pop culture, movies, just a little bit of everything over on Mark's channel. Like I said, Mark is a big DC guy. I have a theory why Mark is not a big Marvel Disney fan. As you can see here in his picture, he has a young family. He's got 2 young children, and he doesn't live that far from Disney in Orlando. And my guess is that he doesn't want to spend the money to take his family to a trip to Disney World. And so that's why there's a lot of negative talk about Disney and Marvel in his house to save the man some money. And I can respect that. But all kidding aside, you definitely need to check out the Legion of Comics. Live streams Tuesday, Friday, Sunday night, and just a fun channel. A guy that is super passionate about the hobby, second generation collector. And so his dad is involved as well. You see his dad often hanging out in the chat and showing off some of the books that he does. He's on Instagram, and just one of those fun channels that you can learn something from. And just like I said, the passion comes across when he is on screen. So definitely check out Legion of Comics. Up next, we have Camcorder Nonsense. Now, this is one of those channels that falls into entertaining, funny for me. He does a little bit of everything on this channel. He's a big time toy collector, and so he shows off a lot of his classic toys. We can see here the Mego Batman, Batmobile. But what's really great about this channel is just the presentation and the fun that he has on his channel doing different voices and skits. And so it's definitely one of those channels that is super entertaining for me. And I watch anything that he puts out because I always get a laugh. And so I would definitely go check out Camcorder Nonsense. Just one of those really funny channels for me. And showing his love of collecting, of, this nostalgia that we have for, some of the toys and things that we had as young kids. This is right in the sweet spot for me because I had the Mego, Batman, Batmobile and Batcave and all of these figures. And so it brings back great memories of my childhood and some of the toys that I had as a kid. So, and like I said, you'll get a good laugh too. So definitely go check out Camcorder Nonsense. And last but not least, on our 10 channels that you should be watching in 2025, one collection down. Station. Part of the comic Pop Culture Philosophers, the Bad Batch. He does a Friday night live stream where he has a bunch of friends hanging out, and it is a great hangout with a bunch of community members. And here's one of their Christmas shows that they recently did. A great chat and just informative, fun time. So definitely check out One Collection Down. Fable, who runs the show here. Like I said, just a fun hangout. You will not be disappointed hanging out with these fellow collectors on a Friday evening. So I hope you enjoyed that list of 10 channels that I think are worth your time here on YouTube. Let me know. Let me know down in the comments, are these channels 10 that you would watch? And let me know if there's some other channels that maybe I should include on this list. I'm always interested in finding new channels and supporting new channels. But thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the comments.